They call me. Promise that you.
Hey my berries, it's Sherry the Berry here, and as you can see by the title of this video, I am doing an update on my Invisaligns. It has been 7 months. I got my Invisaligns I got it on January the 8th, and it is like August 17th-ish, something like that. And I just want to give y'all the ups and downs about Invisaligns, what I love, what I hate about Invisaligns, all that good stuff, so you guys can make a decision about Invisaligns, or you can like relate to it, or you just want to talk about Invisaligns and see my experience because your girlfriend got it, or your boyfriend got it, or whoever got it. You just want to be like, okay, I know about Invisalign. So if you guys want to know my experience, things I went through in these past 7 months with Invisalign, stay tuned. First, I want to just say thank you guys, thank you for subscribing to my channel, and also thank you if you was riding with me since January when I got these bad boys popped in, I guess. I don't want to say put on because it's like braces, but anyway, whenever I got these popped in, thank you guys so much for rocking with me. If you have watched all the vlogs and all the videos in regards to Invisaligns, you are the truest berry of the bunch. I just wanted to, say thank you, put a little, thanks on that little bow. That's my thank you. But let's go on to the actual video. Started with my actual progress of my teeth. So my bottom row has shifted tremendously. Not 100% of course, but it has shifted tremendously. From the first video, my mouth was leaning much more than now, and it was just super misaligned at the bottom, but it is starting to align now. To help my bottom row become more aligned, my dentist did remove my tooth, and it is closing now. You can barely see the space on the tooth, which I'm very excited for because I was a little nervous and pretty insecure about my tooth being missing, especially because it is in the front. If I smell, you can clearly see it. Moving on to my top row. So the only thing I wanted to correct on my top row was my gap. I know I'm gonna have to get the gum in between my front two teeth removed, because if I don't, then my gap would never close. So I have to get that removed. I don't know when, but I know it's gonna be done soon. I do see my gap closing more. It was wider a few months ago. Next 7 months, I'm seeing some great growth within my teeth. You can either compare my teeth in my first video. My first video, you can really see the misalignment. You can really see mouth shifting. You can really see that middle tooth. That middle tooth was like all the way over, and then now it's like more centered in the middle. Also, I do notice because my teeth are shifting, the way they're gonna move my teeth is like more front to back rather side to side, if that does make sense. And my bottom teeth are moving back, and I do notice bottom lip is more shift back. My bottom lip is not as big as my top lip. I'm not disappointed in that progress. Hopefully once my gap is closing, my top lip will shift back as well, so my lips can be like the same size again, I guess. But clearly to me, I definitely see them shift backwards, which make my top look bigger. Not very, not weird in any way. The Invisaligns has caused my lip to go back. Overall, I love my Invisaligns. I feel like they are me. I feel like I have grown accustomed to it so well. I like how I don't have to go to the appointments like every month or every 6 weeks like I did when I had braces. And they give me about 10 trays, and I switch them up every 10 days. To prevent me from forgetting when I need to change them, I definitely go into my calendar, count 10 days, and then I'll be like, okay, and they give me an alert like time to change your trays. I'm like, okay. I get up in the morning, I'll be like so excited to change my trays. I guess, I don't know, I just be so excited because it's like, it's a progress. I just love how the Invisaligns look. You can barely see that I have them in unless you get like really close, but I just like the invisible method of Invisalign. Hold on, folks. I like change them every 10 days because when I change the tray, it's not as harsh on my gums. Because I am changing it every 10 days, the movement is not very drastic, so that means that the pain would be very minimum. I know when I had my braces, I will go maybe every 6 to 8 weeks, and then once that is tightened, it is tightened, and it's like mouth be hurting for like 3 days, and your gums just sore and sensitive. You can't even eat an orange. I remember one night I tried to eat an orange right here in braces, and it was over, and I hated it. My mouth was just in pain. But with these, I only had about 2 situations where my mouth was just like, okay, you need to take a pain reliever. It was only twice that happened. I'm not sure why. I just felt like it made like a bigger change than like the other trays did. But other than that, when I popped the new trays in, it's like a nice new tightness, but it's not uncomfortable. It's not too harsh, but you can't feel the difference with the trays. Some cons that I did notice was me not being able to chew gum. I used to be a big gum chewer, not huge, but I love to chew gum, especially like after a meal, or especially like, you know, out being with friends and stuff. Like, you always want like some nice fresh breath, and you like, I just like gum. Like, I like chewing on gum. So I don't chew gum as often, or not really. I think I've chewn maybe 3 sticks of gum since I had these Invisaligns, because I don't want to not have my Invisaligns in for so long or lose them or whatever. So I don't really chew gum. I would probably like pop a mint, and that would be that. So like, just like having snacks on the go, it kind of be inconvenient to take your Invisaligns out. Like, you might be like walking with your friend, and you know, they have like some chips or something. It's like, you don't want to like take them out, hold your Invisalign in your hand and eat, and then pop them back in. Like, you really don't want that. So it can be a little inconvenient with that. I just try to make sure I always have my tray with me, so you know, when I do pop them out, I can put it in the tray, put it in my purse so I don't lose them. And then also, I know with Invisaligns, it causes cavities. So I try to brush my teeth day and night, because I don't want any cavities. I don't want any more cavities. That my first video showed y'all that I had 6 cavities. I'm not afraid to tell you, I had 6 cavities, and I don't want to, you know, develop more cavities with these Invisalign. So I kind of have an idea why you will get cavities. I believe after you get done eating, when you have your Invisaligns out, you eat, and then like, if you don't brush your teeth, you pop those back in, food won't have nowhere to go. It will be between the Invisaligns and your teeth, and it's like, it's just sitting there. It's like just sugar or, you know, whatever sitting on your teeth, and that can like cause decay. And I can definitely understand that. If you do have Invisaligns, or you know, somebody else that you know have Invisaligns, after you eat, if you don't have like a toothbrush or toothpaste or even mouthwash near you, you should definitely just gargle with some water. Just try to get some of the sugar out your teeth, and then pop them back in. And as soon as you get to a toothbrush or toothpaste or something like that, make sure you get that together, because we do not, you hear me? We do not want any cavities. Also with Invisaligns, people do stare at my mouth, especially when I laugh. Like, be like, what is that? Well, what? They look at my rubber band, because my rubber band is more visible than like the actual Invisalign. So I know they'd be like, well, what is that attached to her teeth? And then sometimes I do be like, oh, I got Invisaligns. Like, if they just staring too much, like, you know, you can see somebody staring at your teeth, like, yeah, excuse me, like, it's Invisalign. Stop staring at my mouth. That's rude. That's rude. It's a little annoying, especially people you don't know. Like, you can't be like, it's Invisalign. I just be like talking like, yeah, it's no big deal. I'm totally fine with it now, but people will stare in your mouth, just to let you know. Also, kind of like a downfall to Invisalign. Sorry if this video is like everywhere. I didn't really write a lot of stuff down like in order, but I hope y'all, you know, on the line with me. So I do not like the cleaning solution that they gave me. The cleaning solution is trash. It tastes like chlorine, bleach. I wish I knew the periodic of chlorine. Cl. It tastes like bleach, and you soak it in there. First I'm like, it smells like bleach. I'm like, it won't taste like bleach. That would be bonkers. I popped them babies in, and my mouth tastes like bleach for at least 12 hours, and I hated it. Who wants to have bleach in their mouth? Like, no. Never use it again. Actually, just threw it out. The way I clean my Invisaligns, I would like brush it like they're in my teeth. Or I'll just sit it in some warm water and just let it clean itself pretty much, or just try to get that bacteria off. Just, you know, putting it in some nice steaming hot water. I don't put any extra in it. Sometimes I may put a little Listerine in there, or I may put toothpaste in there. But that's how I clean my Invisaligns. And then I change them every 10 days. So it's not too dirty on like the 10th day, but I do like my mouth to be pretty fresh and I don't want any bacteria on my Invisaligns, just to prevent cavities. Make sure you do clean your Invisaligns and the tray so you can eliminate any like bacteria or any stuff that can cause your cavities to form, because we don't want no cavities. You hear me? We not having any more cavities. And the last thing I really want to touch on is losing them. So first I was like, I never lost my Invisaligns. I would never lose them. I'm so responsible, but no. It's been many times I left them at my desk in the tray, left them at places. Luckily, it was places that I returned again, like a friend's house or like work, and I can just get them the next day. But I do feel bad, like dang, I'm not sleeping in my Invisaligns. So I'd be like, okay, I gotta remember, I gotta make sure I remember, put in my purse. But you may forget them every now and again. I have not lost them yet, like at a restaurant or something, but I have left them places, which I am not proud of. But that kind of comes with it. 7 months in, I have got accustomed to having my Invisaligns with me. I have got accustomed to taking them out, put them back in. I honestly thought I was going to get annoyed with taking them out, put them back in. I want to eat. It kind of became my form of life. It kind of like, you know, made it as a habit. It's totally fine to me. But that concludes my update on my 7 months with Invisaligns. I hope I didn't forget anything, but if I did, please comment down below so I can answer it for you, or I can make a whole nother video about questions that you guys have about Invisaligns, because I do want to help and want to give you my honest opinion. But I just thought that those was a few things that I think that you guys will benefit from. Overall, I just love Invisaligns, and if you are trying to get Invisaligns, make sure you do your research. Make sure you're looking at the reviews, which I think you're probably doing since you clicked on this video. But make sure you really look into it. Make sure you know that this is what you want to do, and good luck to you if you are getting Invisalign. They're gonna be fun. You're gonna be a part of the Invisalign team. I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, you are the truest berry of the bunch. Thank you again, and I will see me in my next video. Peace.